Now, with the Supreme Court cracking the whip on the usage of firecrackers and issuing a complete ban on the sale of firecrackers on the till the 1st of November, we are getting a reaction from author Chetan Bhagat, who has tweeted his outrage against the ban. He tweets, and I quote, "Supreme Court bans fireworks on Diwali, a full ban. What's Diwali for children without crackers? Can I just ask on cracker ban? Why only is this for Hindu festivals? Banning goat sacrifice and Muharram bloodshed soon too. Banning crackers on Diwali is like banning Christmas trees on Christmas and goats on Bakra Eid. Regulate, don't ban, respect traditions." Pia Hingurani joins us for more on this. What has made Chetan Bhagat so upset with the Supreme Court deciding to ban the usage of firecrackers? Why is he making this a religious matter?
Well, that is something that even we are trying to fathom at the moment. As you can see very clearly, with his tweets, it is all he's taking on the religion. He's talking about the gore and bloodshed of other religions. But he has got a lot of flack for this on Twitter. He's ruffled a lot of feathers when people are actually lashing out at him and telling him that Diwali, in fact, is a festival of light and not about noise and sound pollution.
And when there is enough evidence to prove, and when there are enough results to show how toxic are firecrackers to not just adults, but young children and to everyone.
Exactly, which is the point, and that is what he should be aware of and perhaps should be fighting instead of taking on religion. It's about how we should be responsible citizens and taking care of our own air and the pollution, of course. Like I said, he's been getting a lot of slack on Twitter for this. He's being trolled. People have lashed out at him to tell him not to make this about religion and not to compare, of course, Christmas trees to pollution. And yes, we did try and get in touch with Chetan Bhagat. Unfortunately, we didn't get through to him. We have left him several texts. We're still waiting to hear from him.
And something that really surprised me, Pia, when I was reading the tweet, is that when schools across the country are encouraging children to avoid bursting crackers, when schools are running anti-firecracker campaigns, when children themselves are coming to their parents and making them aware and conscious of the harmful effects of bursting crackers, what is Chetan Bhagat feeling so upset about?
Absolutely, it is. We're not being able to wrap our heads around it just yet. And he's also tweeted that come up with innovations and not bans. So what are a lot of people also on Twitter asked him what are the innovations to the Diwali firecrackers that he can possibly, perhaps suggest to the government, because it is a little absurd when you talk about there's so much smoke and there's so much noise pollution. A lot of celebrities, if you know, have been, batting for the fact that, the firecrackers also affect the animals, the street dogs and, a lot of them. So a lot of celebrities have been actually...
All right, just stay on with me. Pia, just kindly stay on with me. Consulting editor, India Today, Shiv Arur also joins us for more on this. Shiv, I'm a bit surprised to hear, to read this tweet from Chetan Bhagat at a time when schools, parents, children are all being made aware about the harmful effects of crackers. Why is it that he is making this a religious matter?
The funny thing about Chetan Bhagat's tweets is that he's actually reflecting a sentiment that you will see very, very often. It's a very popular sentiment on social media. I want to take our viewers first through this thread of tweets that Chetan Bhagat, he's got 10.4 million followers. He's one of the most popular Indians on social media. Here's what he says. Supreme Court bans fireworks on Diwali, a full ban. What's Diwali for children without crackers? Can I just ask on the cracker ban, why only guts to do this for Hindu festivals, banning goat sacrifice and Muharram bloodshed soon too? So that's a religion-based observation that he's made directly, but it is by no means the first time someone has made this drawn this conclusion and added this dimension to the ban on, or the proposed ban and now the actual ban on Diwali crackers. Banning crackers on Diwali is like banning Christmas trees on Christmas and goats on Bakrid. Regulate, don't ban, respect tradition. So it's very clear that the angle here is definitely about communities, it's about religion, but like I said, it's about how you interpret it, and it's a very popular sentiment that's been expressed. आज अपने ही देश में उन्होंने बच्चों के हाथ से फूलझड़ी भी छीन ली है. Happy Diwali मेरे दोस्त. He says that in Hindi as well. He knows that there is a huge audience out there that's going to be latching onto this story. It's an emotive story. It's a story that people will feel very angry and passionate about. Immediately it's become a political issue as well. You've got people attacking him. There's someone called Priyanka who says it's a festival of lights, not noise or air pollution. You're supposed to be an IITian. Do you know what causes pollution? Burning crackers. Chetan Bhagat responds to that. He says it's one day of the year, our biggest festival. Uber has saved pollution more than any ban would. Come up with innovations, not bans. So this is becoming a fight. It's already on social media. I can tell you that this is an issue that's going to become very, very emotive in the hours ahead and in the run-up to Diwali. But the fact that a religion-based angle has been brought into it, it's not the first time. Chetan Bhagat has spoken about this before. Thousands of people have spoken about it in the past as well. And that's probably why it is such an emotive issue. It definitely is a debate.
Stay with me. Hindu Mahasabha Chief Swami Chakrapani is also joining us right now on the broadcast. सर, आपने ये पढ़ा है जो चेतन भगत ने ट्विटर पर लिखा है, वो फायर क्रैकर्स पर बैन के सख्त खिलाफ है. वो कह रहे हैं कि ये हिंदू धर्म के बिल्कुल खिलाफ है, हमारी संस्कृति, हमारे मतलब जो हिंदू फेस्टिवल्स है इसके खिलाफ जाता है. आपका क्या कहना है?
देखिए, मैं उनके ट्विटर तो नहीं पढ़ा, लेकिन अभी मैं न्यूज के माध्यम से ये चीजें देखा. माननीय सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने जो किया है कि दिल्ली में पटाखे नहीं बिकेंगे, तो बिल्कुल देखिए ऐसा है, जब दीपावली आता है तो पटाखों पे ग्रहण लग जाता है, होली आता है तो पानी और रंगों पे प्रतिबंध लगाने की प्रक्रिया शुरू हो जाती है. तो कहीं ना कहीं सनातन धर्म को ही प्रतिबंधित करने की और हिंदू धर्म को रोकने की प्रयास किए जा रहे हैं.
क्यों आपको ऐसा क्यों लगता है स्वामी जी? आपने पिछले साल नहीं देखा था एयर क्वालिटी का क्या हाल हो रखा था? मतलब कुछ मीटर तक कोई लोग भी नहीं देख सकते थे. आपको पता है कि 3 छोटे बच्चे ने सुप्रीम कोर्ट को पिटिशन करा था इस मामले के ऊपर. ये तो हेल्थ का मामला है, ये यहाँ पर रिलीजन कैसे आ जाता है?
देखिए ऐसा है, आप भी जानती, कोई छोटे बच्चे कोर्ट में नहीं जाता है. ये कोई बड़े लोगों की वो होती है, जानबूझकर इमोशनल बदमाशी करते हैं और बच्चों के नाम से इस्तेमाल करते हैं. सवाल इस बात का है कि आप देखो कि जब एक नेता चुनाव लड़ता है और जीतता है तो लाखों की पटाखे छोड़ते हैं, उस पर प्रतिबंध नहीं लगते. बकरीद के दिन लाखों करोड़ों खून की नदियां बह जाती है, उसमें पानी नुकसान होती है, उस पर प्रतिबंध नहीं लगते. लेकिन सनातन धर्म के होली और दीपावली के पटाखों पे और रंग पे जरूर प्रतिबंध लगेगा. सवाल ये क्या अन्याय नहीं है? क्या दुनिया देख नहीं रही है क्या? सिर्फ सनातन धर्म हर त्योहारों को या तो कहीं पाखंड के रूप में दिखा दिया जाता है, कहीं प्रतिबंध.
स्वामी चक्रपाणी जी, अभी तक तो कुछ नहीं हुआ है होली के बारे में. ये तो ऑन एक्सपेरिमेंटल बेसिस सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने कहा है कि ये देखना चाहते हैं कि एयर पोल्यूशन कितनी इंपैक्ट होती है फायर क्रैकर्स से. ये बस एक चीज उन्होंने कहा है.
प्रदूषण बिल्कुल नहीं होनी चाहिए, प्रदूषण के खिलाफ हम लोग भी है, लेकिन आपको पता होनी चाहिए दीपावली के दूसरे दिन सभी देश के मच्छर गायब हो जाते हैं. जितने डेंगू और चिकन ये सब फैलते हैं, मच्छरों के रोग, वो दीपावली के पहले फैलते हैं. लेकिन दीपावली के उन पटाखों में और आतिशबाजियों में सभी मच्छर मर जाते हैं. जो काम सरकार नहीं कर पाती वो हमारे सनातन धर्मी जो.
तो आप कह रहे हैं कि पटाखे मच्छरों को मार देते हैं. आप एक बारी I'll just request you to stay on with me, sir. Just stay on with me. Shehzad Poonawala is also joining us now on the broadcast. Mr. Shehzad Poonawala, I don't know if you've got a chance to read Chetan Bhagat's tweet. He is expressing anguish, surprise, and also he's quite upset with the fact that the Supreme Court has banned the sale of firecrackers. Your response?
Avantika, I have not only read it, but I responded to it. I'm dismayed that Mr. Bhagat, who writes a lot of fictional books, has included a fictional communal angle into this. When the Supreme Court acted on triple talaq this year, nobody gave it a communal spin that why only one religion is being acted upon, not the other. I think what the decision taken is a temporary measure, which you rightly said, in view of the ambient air quality which is deteriorating in Delhi NCR. There's only a ban on sale of firecrackers, not on the use. And I would like to ask Mr. Chetan Bhagat very humbly, when Lord Ram returned to Ayodhya, and we all revere Lord Ram, were Chinese manufacturing crackers and importing and exporting it to India? I mean, come on, we use diyas and lights, and that is a tradition. I can understand that is a tradition that even Muslims and other people follow, and we light our lamps outside our houses. But to take it to Chinese-made firecrackers and to introduce a communal angle, only a person of the intellectual bankruptcy of Mr. Chetan Bhagat can do that. And I'm saddened that he's done it.
No, and it's surprising that when at a time you want certain steps to be taken to address the alarming pollution levels, you have a noted author like Mr. Chetan Bhagat tweeting out his reactions. Swami Chakrapani ji, aap hamare saath hai phone pe? Okay, he is disconnected. But that is what's surprising. If they're talking about religion or they're talking about rituals or causing disrespect to a certain practice and a ritual, then Diwali actually is a festival of lights. It's not a festival of crackers in the first place.
Exactly, and rather than spending money on Chinese-made firecrackers, wouldn't it be in the spirit of Lord Ram and Diwali that we use that money to give sweets to the less privileged children? And I extend this argument to the use of illegal loudspeakers on mosques and other religious places as well. If they are violating norms of noise pollution, they should also be acted upon. But to make this a communal angle, to introduce that, basal feeling and instinct of, that see the Supreme Court is against Hindus of this country, that kind of approach from a person like Chetan Bhagat, it's very disappointing. I think he's reading too much of his own books.
And this is when every person living in Delhi and the NCR region were so troubled with the thick blanket of smog and haze that had enveloped Delhi. Everyone, in fact, raising an alarm, saying that steps need to be taken to curtail this. And now we hear from Chetan Bhagat, who has written out this tweet expressing surprise and anguish over the ban on the sale of firecrackers. Shehzad Poonawalla, thanks so much for joining us. So that is the tweet that has been sent out by Chetan Bhagat on the sale of firecrackers, the ban on the sale of firecrackers, and him not very happy with it, saying that there can be no Diwali without firecrackers. Pia Hingorani continues to remain with us. Have you got any reaction from Chetan Bhagat? Does he still stand by what he has written on social media? And what are the other responses that you're seeing on social media to the tweets that he put out?
Absolutely. Well, we have tried to get in touch with him a couple of times, but unfortunately he was unavailable. We sent him a couple of texts. He hasn't replied yet. But he still stands by what he wrote on Twitter, despite the fact that he's getting a lot of flack. He's ruffled a lot of feathers. People are lashing out at him. They are getting very personal with him, in fact, on Twitter, where they're saying, we rather burn Chetan Bhagat books or, waste our money on that, instead of, buying firecrackers and all of that. But, yes, they are getting extremely, personal attacks on Twitter. People are making fun of him. He is, getting trolled at the moment.
All right, Pia, we leave it at that. Thanks so much for joining us.